Being the Grim Reaper is a pretty thankless task. Everyone's scared of you, your very touch brings death, and you try lugging a scythe around when you have literally no muscles. But not all Reapers are so grim. Whether they're willing to bend the rules or just trying to get on with a difficult job, games are littered with examples of death personified being considerably more charming, reasonable, or entertaining than you'd expect. Oh, this Reaper's got a heart of gold. Or bones of gold? Here then are the times that death, well, wasn't all that bad. Beware minor spoilers for the following.
Hey Manny, the boss told me to tell you not to leave early tonight. He wants to talk to you about something when he gets back from his trip.
Tell Don not to worry. I'm not going anywhere.
A great philosopher once said, death is but the next great adventure.
That was Dumbledore.
Dumbledore's a philosopher. Back off, Dumbledore. Death might not be an adventure, but it could be like a holiday, at least if you're lucky enough to have your transition to the afterlife handled by Manuel Manny Calavera at the Department of Death.
My name's Manny Calavera. I'm your new travel agent.
Manny might appear intimidating with his imposing stature and classic soul-harvesting scythe, but behind the scenes, this ghoulish travel agent is labouring under the same stresses as the living, trying to make enough commission to pay off his debts and keep his jerk boss off his back.
But my boss is a real hard-ass. I gotta be a hard-ass when I got lazy sickle wavers like this jolly boy working for me. Manny, you couldn't find a sale at a yacht club.
Yeah, well, you couldn't find a nice thing to say at a jerk shop. Manny gives new meaning to the phrase working stiff and goes above and beyond for all his customers. When a scam by his bosses sends the saintly Meche on a 4-year walk to the 9th Underworld, he embarks on the same journey to find her and give her a ticket aboard the number 9 express train. Talk about customer service. Manny works hard in a dead-end job, so let his struggle serve as a reminder that while everyone must one day pay the boatman also has to pay the rent. So maybe try to be polite when the Reaper comes a-calling.
Nice bathrobe.
Nice bathrobe. Nice face, you skull idiot. Man, gotta work on these zings.
Some say the horseman war triggered the apocalypse, that he rode to Earth unbidden and doomed all of mankind. But what of the other horsemen, fearless enforcers of the Council's will? What of fury, strife, and death?
You know when you've got something fun coming up that you're really excited about and you just can't wait, so you go ahead and get started early? That's what Horsemen of the Apocalypse War was accused of doing in Darksiders 1, with the Apocalypse. To be fair, if you're a Horseman of the Apocalypse is kind of your whole deal, so you'd expect they'd be keen to get things started as soon as possible. But no, apparently kicking off the end of everything before everyone is ready is a big no-no in celestial being circles. Especially as all of humanity is now dead.
Abaddon, what is this? Where are my brothers?
This brings us to Darksiders 2, in which you play as Death himself. You'd think that all of humanity being dead would be a good thing for Death. You could point to that and say, job done, I am nothing if not thorough. Not this Death though, he knows his brother War is innocent and sets out to clear his name and resurrect humanity. See, this is a nice guy Death who wants to help his brother and bring people back to life. He's doing it out of the goodness of his own heart. I mean, that or he doesn't want to deal with the paperwork of processing 7 billion dead people at once.
Why should I care about your brother's fate?
Because you know the truth. Your secrets can save him.
He might look like a Slipknot session musician, but this Death takes his responsibilities seriously and feels a crushing burden of guilt for all the bad stuff he's done in the past. Poor guy. And despite all that, he's still keen to get to know people.
All who live know my name. All who oppose me shall know death.
See? He just wants to make new friends.
Holy feces, dude! Your soul be like a diamond. Let me cut you a deal that we can seal.
You know when you wake up one day and you just forget how to breathe?
No?
That's not a thing.
How are you still alive?
Well, in Manual Samuel, it is a thing. After being hit by a truck, rich boy Sam is offered a second chance at life by Death, who is a little bit, well, different to how he's usually depicted.
The end, decease and demise. The Grim Reaper. Death. He's trying to do a kickflip on a skateboard and is dressed like a douchebag for some reason.
Death Death strikes a deal with Sam after he spots his shred of life notes, the biggest unit in Hell's currency, but with one stipulation. Sam must take manual control of every single bodily function.
I only get to do these deals annually. But if you really want to live in biz, you have to do it manually.
Wait, did he say manually? Wait, no, wait, hang on. Still, at least when Sam is back in the land of the living, Death is right there alongside to make sure he's all right. How's that for aftercare?
Yo! Oh, yeah, you look horrible. I mean, you look great, bro. You be okay?
And where Sam once took his bodily functions for granted, Death patiently teaches him how to blink and breathe and not wee all over himself so that he doesn't immediately die again. Which is pretty generous when you think about it.
All right, bitchin'. You been blinking and breathing, that be bitchin'.
That's pretty cool of him. I mean, he could have struck an easier deal with Sam, but at least he's not getting in the way or like causing any damage.
Dude, I am totally gonna kickflip over your car. Oh, dang. Oh, man, that hurt.
Aw, you do you, Death.
Baby, you're the deadest.
You released the spirits for me. Thank you, my darling. Now, you must leave me.
What? No, babe. Was it something I said?
Oh, it's something you are, Wade. You're alive.
When you're the Grim Reaper, it's important to be professional, work hard, file your tax receipts on time, and don't develop a crush on the person you're trying to kill. But if that person can't die, surely the rules are a bit different. And as such, the embodiment of death in 2013's Deadpool has a bit of a thing for the merc with a mouth, who regenerates from just about any injury.
Pull yourself together.
Death demonstrates the strength of her love for the fourth wall breaking Deadpool by helping him out with the game's plot, and at one point even serenading him with Patsy Cline's 60s classic heartbreak ballad, Crazy, which we can't play you for copyright reasons, but if we listen, you can read the emotions on our faces and get the general idea. Alright, you get the picture. Affectionate, pragmatic, and rocking makeup that's literally to die for, this incarnation of Death is far from the stuff of nightmares. Although, whether her playful mood would survive the permanently wisecracking Deadpool's soul actually making it to the afterlife is another question entirely.
Wrecked him. Darn near killed him.
Yeah, that was pretty funny for the first 10,000 years.
What? Not afraid of death?
Most of the time, if you make a deal with Death, you give him something in exchange for your life. Thankfully, not all Reapers are so miserly. In early noughties hack and slasher Maximo Ghosts to Glory, for instance, Death gives you something because he's annoyed at the guy who just sent you down to him.
Do you know what that is? Achilles' drill made that hole. He frees my spirits.
Enlisting your help in return for your life, Death gives you a shiny coin as a sign of your contract and to ensure your trust, which coincidentally is also how YouTube's payment system works. Ooh, shiny. And was this chocolate? Google! Plus, we appreciate that this version of Death is refreshingly honest with hero Maximo.
Why are you helping me?
If there's no more dead, then I'm out of a job.
Death's favours don't end there. Not only does this bony, bona fide boon help out Maximo on his adventure, getting him to the underworld,
Give him hell, kid!
but when Maximo thinks he's killed his beloved Sophia, having vanquished the hideous dragon she turns into and that he's forced to fight, lovely Death is quick to correct him.
What, this dead thing?
What's happened?
This was just some demon who was manipulating Achilles. Hey, I know when someone is dead. And Sophia's alive.
Even better, Maximo enlists his new buddy to help him find her.
I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Aw, Death's always looking out for us. Always.
Get off! Leave me alone! Damnation if you don't clear out, so help me, Oh, just bugger off!
One wizard that has greeted death so many times he should probably buy him a drink sometime is Discworld's Rincewind.
Want me to kill him for you? No. No point, really.
Death is a firm favourite when it comes to Discworld characters, and you can tell that if he's around, someone nearby is probably going to meet a grisly end.
Oh, bugger.
But he's also something of a conversationalist. Rincewind, who constantly ends up in precarious situations, oh god, that made my knees go weird, is constantly bumping into death and having a chat.
A bit slippery, is it?
It's fine, I assure you.
Maybe you'd better just spit on your hands.
That's going to make it even slippier, isn't it?
It might be worth a try.
In this little conversation, Death points out some of the pros of having your soul reaped by him.
Death does have its positive aspects, you know. It's easy to do lying down.
I do enjoy lying down, but I also enjoy being alive, so... To be honest, he just popped by to see if Rincewind fancied coming along with him sooner, and is kind enough to give him an idea of when to expect him next.
I'll see you later.
How much later?
Don't start reading any long books.
Oh, well, cheers, Death. Thanks for the heads up. Guess I better not start any long card game sessions either.
Death? Have you got Mr. Bunn the baker?
Not until his oven explodes next week. Oh, I see what you mean.
Conker! Conker! Yes, you boy! You're dead! You are dead! Deader than
I can't be asked for this bloody ridiculous contraption. Whose idea was this anyway?
They say the only things for sure are death and taxes, but what else is certain is that death's necessary work will go unappreciated. Actually, that goes for taxes too. They are for vital infrastructure, people. So you can forgive Death for being a little irascible, which he certainly is in adult-themed N64 platformer Conker's Bad Fur Day. Maybe because he's not exactly got the most imposing name.
My name's Greg, the Grim Reaper. Don't laugh.
Greg appears to be a stickler for the rules of death. He can't stand the undead, for instance, and loathes cats, who wind him up by having 9 lives, with a passion that extends to any creature bearing their name, like catfish.
I don't bloody believe it. They've got fish versions of the little bastards now.
Eesh, nobody tell him about caterpillars, or catamarans, or that the dead reside in catacombs. He'd really hate that one. But don't judge Greg by what he says, but rather by his actions. This skeletal curmudgeon reveals his softer side when he essentially lets Conker off dying, revealing how to win extra lives and explaining that
apparently squirrels can have as many lives as they think they can get away with.
And when Conker has to face off against hordes of the undead, who's there with a secret heart of gold, ready to offer up crucial zombie dispatching hardware? You better believe it's Greg.
You may be needing a bit of help, so I've got this. I hate the undead. Hate them. The only thing that kills them. Shot to the head.
Yep, Death just gave you a shotgun. Your move, Inland Revenue.
I've got some cats to see. Bloody things. I hate those bloody cats. The way they meow and they piss everywhere.
So there were the times that Death was a lot nicer than those weird medieval wood carvings depicted him as. Can you think of any other suggestions? Let us know in the comments down below, and also we need to let you know this video is cursed. It's, you know, a bit like The Ring, one of those things where, you know, if you don't press the like button, we've got to deal with the Grim Reaper, okay? Press the like button, and then also watch one of these videos, okay? And then also subscribe. And if you don't do all 3 of those things, then yeah, we will turn up. Mike will turn up with a like.
Buy my cover.
Just run.